What is narcissism? Who are these people we refer to as narcissists? Wait. Could I be the narcissist? Could it be that I am the one who has the narcissistic traits? Hello and welcome to this beautiful, beautiful moment. My name is Rosemary Ngoge. Have you subscribed? Please subscribe. And continue hearing a lot. And kindly follow me on Facebook. Look for me on Facebook and let's get conversing. So in the recent past, the conversation around narcissism has become very strong. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody is talking about this narcissist. My partner is narcissist. My parents are narcissistic. We are talking about narcissists so much. And it's become so bad that when I fight with you, when I disagree with you, I become narcissistic. When you don't like what I do, I'm narcissistic. When I say no to you, I'm narcissistic. And especially in the space of relationships, we are really terming men to be narcissistic. Even men who are actually not necessarily narcissistic, we are still declaring they are narcissistic. It's not that we are trivializing the pain or the issues you've been through with this person who was abusive, who wasn't nice to you. We are not trivializing it. But let's for a minute ask ourselves, what exactly are narcissists? I will look at it in two different ways. I'm going to look at it like normal, the way we want to look at it. And I will call them what we all want to call them. People with a high ego. They are very egocentric. They think only of themselves. They only think of themselves as valuable and the rest as not as valuable. Is that a human being even? This is too high above everybody else. And I'm also going to look at it, as I look at it from that side where there are people with very high levels of ego, they're very egocentric, they only think of themselves, and they put everybody else down, and they make you feel very irrelevant, and, all that. I'm also going to ask, do we think these people can be healed? Do you think these people can be transformed? Can they change into amazing human beings? One thing I have learned as a coach, as I have been doing my journey as a coach, is that no single human being was created or came into this world with those very negative traits. Almost everybody came into this world or was conceived as a good individual, amazing human being, great person, And wherever they grew up in, wherever they were, whatever was happening when they were in their mother's wombs, whatever was happening when they were children, informs the kind of individuals that they are. So allow me to look at it in a different way and tell you, a person who we all want to refer to as narcissistic is somebody, first and foremost, who feels like they do not have power. They feel very powerless and they thrive in taking power from you. They take power from other people. These are individuals who take power from other people for them to feel powerful. Are you married to a narcissist? They take all the power from you. Are you working for a narcissist? Your boss is going to take all the power from you, even power that is rightfully yours. Even when you're having conversations that are, you're the one in charge, you're the one who's powerful, you're the one who has all the power. Sometimes even you're the one who has the knowledge, but they're going to take it from you so that they feel powerful. What does that tell you then? If I have to take your power for me to feel powerful, then I must not be feeling powerful. I must be feeling some way. I must be feeling that I'm not good enough. I must be feeling that you're better. But I don't want you to feel better because you feeling better makes me feel bad about myself. So what am I going to do? Because I have some little authority over you, I'm your boss, I'm going to take that away. I'm going to take that power away from you. Because I am your mother, I'm going to take that away from you. Because I am your spouse, I'm going to take that away from you. Now, one characteristic I've noticed with people who tend to have narcissistic tendencies, these people that take power away from people or from people around them, from the close people, is that these are people who are very, very hardworking. They are super hardworking. You will find them, they're having high-ranking jobs, so they have the money. If they're doing businesses, they are really, they go imposing themselves so that, remember, they are taking power from other people so they can feel powerful. So they will do anything to have that power. So they will work very hard to have the power if it's in the office. They will work very hard as business people so they can have the money and have the control. And that way they feel like they are really relevant. They are great people. And they tend to be very successful. So guess what? They have the financial muscle. They work so hard to take money from you. By the way, if you're married to somebody who has that narcissistic tendency, you will be working very hard, but they will not want you to have any money. They will want to give you everything. So they will buy you a good car, but put it under surveillance. You will go, you're just about to cross, you get out of the estate, cross the gate, cross the barrier, and they call, unaenda wapi? Because they need to feel powerful. They need to feel like they have all the power. And you, because an individual does not like being policed, human beings, we do not like being put in a box. We want to be free. We are created to be free. You feel, why is he doing this? But anyway, because I don't like noise, I'm a good person, I'm going to let him have the power. Throughout in my social media pages, when people talk about narcissists, because those conversations have been there for a very long time, I always ask, okay, it is actually very true. This person has put you through a lot. It's actually very true they are narcissistic. What about you? How did you find yourself with this narcissist? And this person is going to tell you, I always believed people change. I believed being with him and being understanding, he will change. I believed he will be transformed by my good deeds. That tells you something about yourself. There's something about you that made you guys bond together. There's something about you that brought you together. And you need then to look at yourself. I always say this, when we focus so much on the narcissist and we talk about them, we remove ourselves from it. And as I have always said, and this is something I will continue saying, it takes two to tango. It takes two for a relationship to break. It takes two for anything not to work. So there must have been something about you that brought you people together. And you guys were able to stay for X amount of time together. If you're in a relationship, that is. But before we criminalize you, because as I have said, we are not trivializing what you're going through, because I know people who are narcissistic can cause you pain. People who are narcissistic can make you commit suicide because they make you feel the most worthless you can feel. They will tell you, you're too this, you cannot become this, you're so useless. Without me, you can't become, no wonder you are here. Even your family, they will drag so much into you until you lose your sense of self. But remember, they are doing all that so they can take all the power from you. They make sure they disempower you completely. Because that is the only time they feel like they have the power. Yeah? So, look at yourself first. Look at yourself. What is it about me? What is it that is inside of me? Because when you want us to concentrate so much on the narcissist, guess what you're doing? You're making us look like, me, I'm an angel. You're trying to control another person, which I have always said you can't do it. If you're the angel, what are you doing with the devil? It never works. So, as an individual, once you realize you're having tendencies of relating with narcissistic people, start to work on yourself. Start to ask yourself questions. What is going on? Why do I meet these people? Because you will move from narcissistic A, and then you move away because you cannot handle his narcissistic behavior yourself. You're an empowered woman. You cannot live with someone who's da-da-da-da. You tell the whole story, only for you to take another year and marry another narcissist, because the inside, or date another narcissist, or get employed by another narcissist. Something I have been realizing very recently is that I have been working with my mother, dating my mother, befriending my mother, and it's not really my mom. People who had the behavior that my mom, not really the behavior, people who treated me like my mom looked like she was treating me. All right? Behavior that I learned as a child has been manifesting itself in different places. At my places of work, I have realized it has been the same way. I have lost my jobs in the same way. My relationships have ended in the same way. So I need to ask myself, who is the common denominator? It's me. But it takes a long while for you to understand that, wait, the relationship with Tom ended like this. This is how Tom behaved. Okay, I then met Dennis. Dennis behaved like this. I then met Peter. Peter behaved like this. After Peter, I said I'm not going to date anybody who is abusive. Even I said I'm not even going to date a Kenyan. I'm leaving. And I left and I went to date. I met this awesome white man who was called Robinson. Surprisingly, Robinson has the same behavior. In fact, Robinson took away my passport when I landed in whichever country. Probably he's white, you married him and you went to the States. And he took away your passport. He has caused you a lot of pain in the States. What does that tell you? That you're the common denominator. There's something about you. There's something that is making you bond so well. And you know what that is? When a narcissist takes power from people, there is another person who is called the disempowered partner. All right? The disempowered partner, or who the psychologists like to call a codependent. A codependent is somebody who feels powerful when they give power away. They feel important, they feel worth when they give power away. What do I mean? You have been working, you have this very, very good high-flying career, you're doing very well as a single girl at the age of 27, you're actually in a managerial position. And then you meet this tall, dark and handsome in a managerial position in another company. And they tell you, you know what, for you to be my wife, for you to make a very good wife, you need to stay at home and raise the children. And you need to do this. You have not made that decision yourself. He has made it look like it's the best decision to make for the sake of the family. And because you want this marriage to work, and you're a good woman, and you know how women who are not submissive, quote unquote, are losing their marriage, you decide to give him that power. You let him take your financial power. You resign from your job to take care of the family. 1 year later, they are reminding you, I buy you bread, I buy you matchsticks, I buy you shoes, I buy you everything. What did you do? You gave him your power. Yeah? I work in a very patriarchal society, and one of the things that I have really struggled with in the recent, when I went there, and it's not been a long time, is where I'd hear women saying, my husband runs my account. And I would ask them, how does he run your account? He doesn't run your job. You're the one who goes to work. And she's like, for the sake of peace, let him just have the account. It's just an account. It's just an ATM. And I'm thinking, wait, he's already taken your financial power. That is just one. Others will tell you, why are you dressing like this? Don't dress like this, because if you dress like this, you will attract this kind of person. Oh, they're the ones you want to attract. Oh, so I'm not good enough for you. You're not looking for other people. So what they try to do is to ensure that you feel very, very, very unworth. They make you feel unworth in all aspects, just so that they can feel worth. So one thing we must understand about people who have narcissistic tendencies is that they are not feeling high of themselves. They do not have a high self-worth. Their self-worth is quite low. All right? They feel like they are not, they feel they have low self-esteem, actually. They have low self-esteem. So for me to feel better, I have to put you down, and very down there. And they will really put you down. And they do very well at emotional abuse. They abuse people emotionally very easily, because as long as I have taken away your financial power, I have taken away your willpower, your intellectual power. Let me tell you, the Bible says that faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Lord. So similarly, discouragement, disempowerment comes by hearing. You're so useless. You just poured milk. You're very useless. I have never seen a woman as useless as you. Do you think anybody can be attracted to you? You're you're very stupid. I thought because you had a degree, you would be intelligent. Kumbe, even education doesn't give people intelligence. You're just very stupid. You know, when you hear stupid, you start to believe that you're actually stupid. Within a very short time, you start to behave like a stupid woman. A woman who was high-flying, a woman who, somebody who had seen you in high school, someone who had been with you in university, who we knew was going to do very well. This person feels not very good. So what do we do? What do we do with this narcissist? Watch out for the next video, when we shall be talking about what to do when you find yourself with a narcissist. When you find yourself in a narcissistic cycle. Having been with narcissistic A, narcissistic person B, narcissistic person D. Who is the problem? Is it them? Is it you? Kindly share this video with your friends. Let the conversation continue. Let's take this conversation to Facebook and talk a lot about these narcissistic people. Because you know what? They are in our homes. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. They are our mothers. They are our fathers. They are our bosses. These people are all over. And you're not going to kill them at least so that you can live alone. No. We only need to work on ourselves, because as I live, I want to tell you this. You have no control of anybody. You have zero control of anybody. The only person you have control of is yourself. I can only control me. I keep saying, this is a stick I'm holding. I only have control on my end of the stick. The other end, I do not have control of it. So, in my relationships, I will not control my partner. I will control me. I am not going to ask my partner to work on themselves. I am going to work on myself, because for us to be together, if my partner is the devil, I'm not angel. I'm not angel. I'm also having my own struggles. I'm going to work on my struggles. And I want to tell us something. Every single individual who does not behave as we want them to behave, they are struggling. The best thing for us to do as their friends, as their family, is to understand the kind of struggles they are going through. Even that narcissist, something happened to them. Maybe it's time for us to find out what happened to the narcissist in the next video. Have a lovely week. I love you. Be blessed. All the best. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Keep watching, share. Let's grow this community, and let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, and have a lovely time.